Yeah. So, hello students, we are again ready for another lesson, that is chapter 3, fiber to fabric. We shall discuss this lesson in two sessions. So today's session will be about the production of wool. Today's session highlights are: what is meant by fiber, then what are the types of fiber, wool as an animal fiber. Then we shall discuss about selective breeding, and then we shall discuss how the fibers are processed into wool. So let us first discuss what is meant by fibers. Fibers are very thin thread-like strands from which fabrics or cloth are made. If you have ever seen cotton, then you might have seen that inside the cotton there are very thin thread like structures which are much thinner than the ordinary thread. So those very thin strands, they are called fibers. Fibers are there in cotton, wool, silk, nylon, polyester, polyacrylic, flax, etc. So that these are the different types, different varieties of fibers. The fibers are spun into yarn. Spun means they are processed and they are twisted and then they are put together. That is a particular process that is called spinning. So by the spinning process, the fibers are converted into yarn. Yarn means long continuous thread which can then be woven on a loom to make a fabric. Yarn is made from fibers by a process that is called spinning. So here you can see it is a picture of a loom which is used to make fabric from the yarn. Now this picture is a photograph of yarn. So a bundle or a bunch of long thread that is called yarn. Now this is the process by which fiber is converted into yarn. You can see the person holding the fibers, cotton fiber, and then there is a wheel which is rotating at a higher speed, and the person is releasing the fibers bit by bit. So those fibers, they get twisted among themselves and it is converted into a bundle of thread that is called yarn, which you can see in the photograph. So there are basically two types of fibers: natural and artificial fibers. Natural fiber means the fiber obtained from nature. The natural fiber are categorized into plant fibers like cotton, flax, and jute, and animal fibers like wool and silk. In the photograph, you can see different type of fibers available in nature. The first one, left hand side top, is flax, then hemp fiber, jute, then wood fiber, corn fiber, grass fiber, coir is which is obtained from the coconut. So these are all the natural fibers which are available in the nature. Artificial or man-made fibers include nylon, polyester, polyethylene, polypropylene, rayon, etc. In the photograph, you can see the first one is nylon, out of which very strong ropes are made. Then you can see polyester, acrylic, and lycra. Lycra are usually they're used to make stretchable fabric, stretchable materials. This is the main topic for today's session, that is the animal fiber. And in the animal fiber also, today we'll learn about the wool, how wool is obtained. Now, out of these two animal fibers, that is wool and silk, the wool comes from animals like sheep, goat, yak, camel, etc. And silk comes from silkworms. The animal fibers are made up of proteins. This is an important point. The animal fibers are made up of proteins, and these proteins are nothing but complex compounds that form a major part of the bodies of all animals. Wool is the most used animal fiber. The wool is used for knitting sweaters, weaving shawls, and other woven clothes. Wool comes from the fleece, that means the outer layer of the skin, and along with hair, it is called fleece. The wool comes from the fleece of animals like sheep, goat, yak, and camel, and some other animals. These animals bear hairs on their body. The hairs of wool yielding animals trap lot of air. Now, since air is a poor conductor of heat, so hairs keeps these animals warm by shielding their body from cold during winter. So this is the reason, students, because of why the fleece is taken out after the winter season, just after the winter season, and at the beginning of the summer, the fleece is taken out so that by the next winter the animals will have their fleece again grown back. Now, all types of animals do not yield very good varieties of wool. So, for obtaining good varieties of wool, the particular varieties of animals are breeded. Such type of breeding, that is called selective breeding. So, let us discuss about this selective breeding. It is the process of selecting parents for obtaining special characters in their offsprings, such as soft underhairs in sheep. So, those varieties of sheep which develop very good qualities of hair, which are suitable for making wool, such sheep are breeded selectively. There are several breeds of sheep. Breeds means varieties again. There are several breeds of sheep found in our country. Apart from sheep, there are many other animals also used for obtaining wool. The common varieties of wool that are available to us are the yak wool, which is common in Tibet and Ladakh. The Angora wool, that is obtained from Angora goat, is obtained from the Angora goats found in hilly regions of Jammu and Kashmir. The underfur of Kashmiri goats is very soft, and it is used to weave fine pashmina shawls. So these pashmina shawls, they are very high quality, very good quality of shawls that is obtained from the soft underskin of the Kashmiri goats. The fur of camel and alpaca goat, which is found in South America, it also yield wool. In market, whatever wool we get, we generally get the wool obtained from the sheep. Generally, the yak wool, they are not available in the market. Whatever wool we get, they are usually from the obtained from the sheep. Now, in order to obtain wool, sheep are reared. Reared means they are taken care of for their growth and development. Then their hairs are cut and processed into wool. Now, the rearing of sheep or any other animal means to look after it by providing them food, shelter, and health care. The persons who look after the sheep are called shepherds. Sheep are reared mainly for wool. They are reared in areas with low rainfall like Gujarat and some places of Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan, and in the hilly states like Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Arunachal Pradesh, etc. Now, why it is so? Because the in the places where low rainfall is there, the lands are not suitable for profitable agriculture. The crops do not grow there because of the shortage of rainfall. So such areas are chosen for the breeding of sheep because the sheep can have plenty of grass available in those kind of lands and they can freely stay at that places. Some Indian breeds of sheep which are found, you can see it is listed in the table I am reading out for you. In the first column it's serial number, second column is name of the breed of goat. In the third column its quality of wool is given, and the last and fourth column the state where they are found. So Lohi is a variety, is a goat, breed of sheep which yields good quality wool, is found in Rajasthan and Punjab. Rampur Tussar, it is a breed of sheep which gives brown fleece. It is found in Uttar Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh. Nali, it gives carpet wool, found in Rajasthan, Haryana, and Punjab. Bakharwal is a breed of sheep which gives wool for woolen shawls. It is found in Jammu and Kashmir. Marwari, it gives coarse wool, some low variety of wool. It is found in Gujarat. And Patanwadi, its wool is used for making hosiery and it is found in Gujarat. Now in the diagram given below you can see the Angora goat, then the ordinary goat and the alpaca goat. In this diagram you can see the camel, the yak and the llama. These are different types of animals that yield wool. Now, how does the fleece or hair removed from these animals is processed into wool? Let us discuss the processing of fibers into wool. The first step in the processing of fibers into wool is shearing. Shearing, the removal of the wool from the sheep, is called shearing. It is done manually with larger razor or with a shearing machine. The shearing is usually done during hot season. It is important to note that shearing does not hurt sheep because the uppermost layer of the skin of sheep is dead. So the removal of the hair of the sheep with a thin layer of skin, that is called shearing. Af- After shearing, the second step is scoring. The sheared hair is thoroughly washed in tanks to remove dust, dirt, and grease. This process is called scoring. It is then passed through a series of rollers and dryers. So, this entire process of cleaning and drying and passing through the rollers and dryers, This is called scoring. The next step in the processing is sorting. So these cleaned hairs, they are sorted. Sorted means they are categorized into different types as per the texture, quality of the wool. The next step is the removing of burr. Burrs are soft, fluffy fibers in the wool. These burrs are picked out from the hair because these burrs cannot be processed into wool. The next step after removing the burr is dyeing. Dyeing means coloring. The natural fleece of the sheep is often white, brown, or black. Now, these fibers are dyed in different colors by this process. The final step is making yarn. In this step, the wool is straightened, they are combed, and then they are spun into yarn. Earlier, we have seen the photographs. How does the spinning machine works? After the spinning, the wool is either woven or knitted. The longer fibers are made into wool for sweaters. The processing of wool often brings some health hazards for the people who are involved in sorting the wool, because sorting is a process which cannot be done by machines. Human involvement is there. So the people who are involved in sorting of wool, they are often infected. Not often, they are sometimes infected by a very dangerous, deadly bacteria. That's the name of the bacteria is anthrax. So the people involved in the sorting process, when they are infected by this bacteria, this anthrax bacteria, it causes a fatal blood disease called the sorter's disease. So sometimes the health risk in the wool industry to the sorters, especially to the sorters, the health risk is there. In this diagram, the first diagram, you can see the shearing when a person is removing the hair of the sheep along with a very thin layer of the skin. The second diagram is scoring, where the wools are being washed by the machines. They are washed and they are then dyed and then dried and then passed through rollers. This here the first diagram shows the sorting process, where the wools of different quality and different textures are sorted into different bins. The next one is the removing of burr. This is also done manually. A person here is seen removing the burr from the wool. Now this diagram is shown a manual dyeing process where the wool is being colored, and then the last one is making yarn. Okay students, today we learned many aspects of processing wool. In the next lesson, we shall learn about the production and the processing of silk. Thank you. Have a nice day.